KP, how have you thought that Jacoby's done in the return game, taking over for Dre over the last 2 weeks?
Been great. I mean, the biggest thing you always worry about is just, he hadn't had enough reps at it, and just, I think that first game he brought one out. He shouldn't have brought really two, one on the sideline and one deep in the end zone. He made a lot of really good decisions and, controlling the wet ball, and he was close to breaking two of those. Got us, anytime you get to the 30-yard line, guess what? That's a plus. So he's, Jacoby's just like everyone in here seen, and what I would keep saying, he's going to be a really good player. He's just got to keep developing and get in the weight room, put some weight on, and just keep doing what he's doing, because he comes to practice every day like he's playing a game. So.
How'd you see everybody handle the wet and kind of slippery conditions?
I thought I was really, that's what you worry about in situations like, because, the grass was obviously, that field's had a tradition of not being real cut friendly, for quick people. So I thought that was one thing that, it showed up. And like I said, people talk about handling a wet ball. You don't do anything different. There's not like a secret potion that you go, oh, I'm going to grip the ball tighter, or I'm going to throw it harder. It's not what you don't do that. You just, same ball security that you did when you were little. So that's really what you focus on. But I don't think it affected us at all.
How nice was it to clean up those special teams errors that you guys had against TCU?
It was good. Really, Baylor, TCU, we played pretty good. TCU were solid. We didn't really, I think it was good. Baylor, like I said, I wish that thing needs to be out of my memory. If I could go to a psychologist and erase that from my mind, I would today. But yeah, we were really, I thought, games like that, you just got to be solid, because that's what Iowa State, they're not going to beat themselves on teams. And, we're aggressive. So, I thought we had a chance to, in the return game especially, where I thought we had a chance. There's one punt I wish we would have taken, because I think we had a shot if we would have caught it and gone. But, I'm still scratching. We got to do better than that. Punt returns, we've kind of gone through some guys. Jordan Brown's the guy right now, but we still got to make plays in that when we get a chance. So a little frustrated about that, but I thought everything else was pretty clean. Gino, obviously the streak he's on, that's unbelievable. And then, just snaps in general. Jackson Knotts has been great again. Just our operation, and Reese kicking off, just the things we've been covering. That guy's a good punt returner. He got out of one, but it was only a 10-yard gain, so I don't worry about that.
There was a punt where you guys were close to getting it?
Yeah, we should have blocked it. Not close. We should have blocked. We've had probably 4 of those this year. It's whatever it is, inches away. People, it's just like you always go, we're inches away. Well, that's my life story, so you got to get those, though. That could have really changed the game, and that's what you're wanting against a team like that on the road, So, but the guys executed it. They did exactly what we're supposed to do. You got to make the play.
Who was the other guy? It was Braylon and another guy who was right.
John Curry, and it was Bill Campo, freaking Oliver Miles. Yeah, he's done really good. The freshman kid. That's who it was. John Curry was inside, and Oliver came off the edge. So Oliver's going to be a good football player. I'm using him quite a bit on some stuff, and he's, him and Jacoby, they both got some speed. He was a heck of an athlete. So, anytime you get a chance like that, use those guys. It's going to help them down the line when you're playing, other games like that. They've already been in those situations, so the bright lights and the noise isn't going to affect them.
I know whenever Tahj gets to that number and becomes the all-time leading rusher, it'll be great. But how important is it for you guys to try to do it here?
Oh, it'll be big. I think just for what Tahj has meant to Lubbock, Texas. Like I said, I'm not going to start crying or nothing, but he just I can't wait to, if I ever get to coach another kid like that. There's nothing that he does not do. He's humble. He puts everybody else before him. He works. I don't know if you guys saw, he had 2 blocks last week that were unbelievable. And one of them, he wasn't even supposed to be there. He just saw the guy coming and was protecting Barron, and we completed both those passes because of what Tahj Brooks did. So, yeah, it's going to be. And then Byron Hansbard, the guys he's passed, it's unbelievable. But, to get a chance at that record and what he's meant to Lubbock, Texas, and Texas Tech, and, our players, it's going to be special.
Kenny, did you ever play against or cross paths with Byron Hansford or James Gregg?
James played against, Byron was, he was after, but I played against James when, in college. And then Byron, you know, I was coaching, but we weren't in the same district as DeSoto back in the day when he was at DeSoto. So, but yeah, I watched him, he's unbelievable. Man, he was electric.
Coach, if you look back on your career with Tahj, what was that moment you kind of realized this guy has it?
You know, for me, I always kind of gauge things just kind of old school toughness wise. I think that's what's changed in our game the most. Probably for the better, you know. But, you know, just that first year, you know, when I was here and he was here, he got hurt. They said he's going to have knee surgery, so I'm immediately thinking, you know, he's getting stuff cleared. He's probably going to be gone for 4 weeks. He missed a week, you know, and that's just the way Tahj is. You know, he's tough, you know, and he loves playing football. And that's when I realized this guy's different. You know, you won't find that very many kids are going to miss, you know, a week of practice and then be back after having their knee scoped or whatever it is. You know, so that's when I knew he was different. And then, you know, like I said, I keep going back to that story in the bowl game last year when, you know, my dumb butt took him out. You know, we had 5 minutes left and we were winning. He was 4 yards shy of 100. And they came across and coach, he only needs 4 yards to have another consecutive. And I said, hey, Tahj, we're going to put you back in. And he said, no, coach, let these young guys get the carries. That just tells you what that dude's all about right there to me.
Coach, a buddy of yours, Jason Phillips,
Oh,
the
man.
wide receiver coach at Colorado. What's that kind of mean for you to see?
Oh, he
him
better
at
be
the
ready.
office?
He knows I'm going to strap it on. He better strap it on. Now, Baby Jay and I, we played together in college. He kind of indoctrinated me. He was a great receiver back in the day. And so I had to, you know, one-on-one covering him was it made me better and love him to death. We talk all the time. We coached together at Kansas, but we still talk. You know, he's a great person. And so it's going to be fun because, you know, one thing him and I have always found a way to do is talk trash against each other. So, you know, it's going to be great. I'm excited to see him. He's done a great job. I mean, man, they got some dudes. So, but you know what? Our dudes are going to be ready too. So we got everybody's got players. Like I said, you just got to get them ready to play. And that's the challenge, you know, every week. Our guys know there's not a special, you know, sauce. We just got to go play, honestly. You know, that's just the key. I tell them all the time, you know, you got to go play. Do what you do every day. Do what you do in practice. 'Cause we practice hard. Our guys practice. And we've got some phenomenal dudes. And it's going to be an exciting game.
Looking at the special team success, Dre has had like over 1,000 career kick return yards in just 20 games. And Gino is 13 for 13 this season. And Jack has down at least 14 punts within the 20. How's that kind of meant for you, seeing your special teams click like that all season?
You know, you guys know, and our players know. I mean, I put a lot of pride in that. Me and Scoot, we work hard. You know, Campbell, one of our assistants, we get after it, and we put a lot of pressure on our guys to win games. Not to, you know, I think a lot of people say, "Oh, don't get beat on special teams." That's not our philosophy. Our philosophy is to change the game and try to win the field position battle. You know, and that's what we do. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that until I'm done coaching. And I just believe that's the way. You know, you don't ever shortchange anybody. You know, it's one thing I tell our guys every day they come here. They know what they're going to get from me. I'm going to do everything I can to help them at the next level because they got to be able to play, special teams if they're going to play in the NFL. And then, you know, I'm going to give everything to Texas Tech and our fans because they deserve it. And that's just the way I've always done that's my career, and I'm not going to change it. So unless someone fires me, then I guess I'll have to change it. I don't plan that to happen, though.
Kenny, Zach mentioned yesterday that the play that you scored the winning touchdown on was a late add to the game plan.
Yeah.
What was kind of your view of that development?
Well, once I keep going back to Kitley, just man, he's always searching. He's always finding ways to get our guys, you know, get the players the ball, and just that play in general. He knew that, you know, it's kind of a different version of the play we ran versus TCU where we fumbled. You know, we had the ball in different Tahj's hand, you know, because it's kind of almost the same play, but we're more of an outside zone play. So, yeah, he added that, just saying, you know, we get down there, Tahj isn't going to be denied. And, you know, running it from the 5-yard line was not something that we had planned. Usually that's a play that's kind of down, but, you know, our old line did what they did, and Conyers, the block he had. And like I said, Tahj Brooks one-on-one with anybody, good luck. So that was a great call. I mean, I know I wouldn't have called it. He said kudos to Kitley. He's got down there. We've scored in the red zone, so great call.
You said you wouldn't have called it.
Yeah, I just think, I honestly thought we were gonna throw it, 5 yards. We're gonna take our shots, but once again, that's why I'm not the offensive coordinator. So, it was a great call. I mean, like I said, we got the matchup we wanted, and we got the edge we wanted, and everything was, it was perfect, just that far out. That probably shocked them a little bit too, thinking that we weren't gonna run that play from out there.
Everybody good with Coach?
You paying for the tattoo?
Yeah, if the guy ever calls me, I mean, he threw it out, I threw it out there. I'm usually pretty good about my bet, so if I say something, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I hadn't heard from him, so I hope it works out good for him. See you guys, appreciate y'all.
Thanks, guys.
Coach.